everybody, I thought it would be different to bring you along on my day in the sewing room. And yeah, let's just jump into it. I am, yeah, forgive my appearance, I'll be changing soon, but worked out everything, and so I want to get a few things in order. I do have a couple work meetings today, but yeah, the sewing room is in a little bit of a disarray. But I thought I would share with you what I am working on and what I am doing. I will be starting my Fancy Flares, my hackathon this week, but I have to get a few things out of the way in here. One of the things, let me just grab it here, that I had a big cutting out session a few days ago. And so the last thing I needed to cut out, because I have fabric pretty much for everything. If you missed my most recent fabric haul, go check that out. By the way, welcome to all those who are new to the channel. I am Natita, SewNaturalDane, and so we do hauls, we do pattern reviews, we do all the things sewing and crafting related over here. So anyway, and yes, I am sweating bullets, but like I said, I have a few work meetings and everything, so I'll be cleaning myself up here just shortly. But I finished this is the last thing I needed to cut out. Do you all remember this? The Pietra pants. This was released, I don't know if it was released in 2021, I can't remember, but that's when I got it, was in 2021, May of 2021. It was gifted to me from Crystal Sews and Stuff, and T from Crumpets Tea and Sewing, when they used to do the sew maxis for Mother's Day. And so yeah, they gifted this to me back in 2021. And so right now I am just really feeling shorts or cropped leg, very summery. I know it's hot everywhere. Speaking of which, for my UK people, when I watch y'all videos and y'all talk about how hot it is over there, but you don't have central air or air conditioning units, why is that? Is that against the law or over there, or you don't have the infrastructure for it? Or I'm curious, why don't you guys have air conditioning over there when it gets hot, like a unit to put in your window, or you know, this central air system that's connected like your heating system to your house, so you can switch between heat and central air? Because I know we probably in the US experience longer months and weeks and stuff of this, and so you know, for most of us, many of us do have either the central air unit, the unit you put in the window, or the system that's built into the house. So anyway, but I have been really feeling shorts and really loose fitting type bottoms lately, because I don't have any. That is something that is missing in my closet, and I tend to wear the two same shorts all the time. Well, one I modified into shorts, but then the other one are the Mimi G Simplicity ones. I always wear the black ones, and then the other ones I made the Allegro into, I believe it was the Love Notions Allegro, into shorts, but with weight gain I can't fit them. They are, well, I can fit them, they're tight, and so, but they're getting back there. But the Pietra, I want to make these cropped. I think these are so cute, so cute, and there are so many reviews and whatnot. It's probably even a sew along out here on YouTube, I'm sure, because when this was part of the Rome collection from Closet Core, and I remember everybody fell all over that collection back then. So yeah. So I just finished cutting that out. That was the last thing I needed to cut, and I cut out, let me just show you some of the other pieces that I have cut out. And you all know, sorry for the lighting there, I just did a big fabric haul and everything. So here, let me flip you around. So y'all know my little unit over here. I have cut out, here's some fabric, but I have, this is the Mave. Remember I just showed you, this is the True Bias Mave. That's coming up, that's been cut out. My Helen's Closet, y'all already know the Ashton I started working on. And then I have a couple other patterns down in there I want to work on and get to cutting out. And then this was the Frankie, Love Notions Frankie. And then what else I got in here? The Clark tank. Can't see that. But yeah, I'm ready. I am so ready to get going. And so, yeah, and then I just bought another pattern. I'm going to show that to y'all too. I'm excited about that. But, yeah, I have a couple work meetings. I know I'm sweating bullets, y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is just typical day in the workroom. And my workroom is a bit of a mess. You want to see? It is. Thank you. I'm going to try to go by the door entry and show it to you. So I have stuff all over the place. That is, these two things you can barely see, but that is a test that I'm working on. That's a pattern test I finished up, and I actually need to go take pictures and do that. So you'll be seeing that test soon. There's another test I probably cut out today too, that you'll be seeing that soon. Yeah, so let me go get myself together, have a couple work meetings, and again, I'm gonna take you through the day, and yeah, let's see how much we get done. Okay, I am back. I had a couple work meetings. I had one business meeting and a work meeting, and then I have another work meeting, the 9 to 5. And so what I'm doing, what I thought I'd come share with you, as we're spending time in the room. Let me see if I can get this thing all turned around and situated so you can kind of see me a little bit better. But you probably see this over here. This is my tape roll. So when I'm packaging orders, I can seal the boxes with this. It's just recyclable. Try to be as sustainable as possible with packaging and different things like that, as much as I can. But I figure, okay, let me just share with you. I have to pack up these orders. Thank you for those who have ordered from SewNaturalDane. I appreciate it. So I have a couple orders. Let me adjust this a little bit. I have a couple orders that came through, and a couple more orders, I should say, that came through, and I want to go ahead and pack them and get these in the mail. And I thought, why not share with you what it is? But first, and this is how I am in my sewing room, you guys, jumping from here to here, and I'm thinking, oh, while I'm doing this, why don't I just do that, since I'm already doing this thing and everything. Anybody else like that? But I think I mentioned earlier that I bought a new pattern. It just dropped. This is by Made for Mermaids, and it's actually, the designer is one of our black pattern designers, Miss Aronica B. Cole. Y'all know she has stuff for Know Me, but she does a lot for Made for Mermaids. And so she dropped the Paris Palazzo shorts and pants, and so you guys, I went ahead and bought it. It is on sale. At the time you're seeing this, it's still on sale. You're seeing this on Wednesday the 23rd, July 23rd. I think it's only for a few more days, so I would say jump on it. But it has these shorts, and then the pants, and then these pants. How about I like all three of these views? And y'all know I just finished saying how I am in my shorts, wearing shorts and everything. That is one thing I'm missing from my closet, are some shorts, palazzo type pants, culottes, that type thing, bottoms. And then, which is also prompting me to wear more tops. I am wearing, by the way, I wear this all the time. Y'all probably sick of it, but it is the Love Notions chorus top. I'll leave a link to it down below. Y'all know I'm a brand ambassador for Love Notions, so there is a code for 10% off that you can use my code for that. But anyway, so while I am already in here doing things, and then once I do this, I'm going to see if I have enough time to go ahead and cut out, I think, one of the patterns I just picked up. If you missed my McCall's pattern haul, there was a couple patterns I said I really wanted to work on now, and so as soon as I'm done packing up this order, I'll share with you what that is. But first, let's get in these two orders. So these two orders, let me go ahead and shout them out and grab some packaging over here. So I'm just grabbing the items so I don't have to keep walking around everywhere, and kind of put everything in front of me. While I'm here, let me move this out of the way. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so I wanted to kind of get everything set up so this part can go a little faster. So for those who are new to the channel, again, check out the link in the description box. It's to my website, SewNaturalDane.com. I sell all kind of fun sewing themed items. And if you are a retailer, at the time that I'm recording this, Fair Wholesale, who y'all know that's new for me. So for retailers, people who have brick and mortar stores or online shops, no matter where you are around the world, you can be in Canada, Australia, the UK, anywhere, you can purchase my items through Fair Wholesale. And they're having a special this week. There should be some free shipping and all of that and everything going on. I'll make sure my Fair Wholesale link is down in the description box. But anyway, for those who like sewing themed items, we have Notepads. We have what's always so popular are the sewing theme. These are jumbo acrylic paper clips. Keep all your sewing items. You can paper clip your pattern pages and everything. You know, we have car coasters, different sewing theme car coasters, and we have mouse pads, different sewing. All of this is on the website, so of course you can look at that down below. And so yeah, let me go ahead on. These two should not take me long to do. I am looking for my pen. Hold on. Okay. Oh, and also for those who don't know, these are leftover patterns I had. They're unopened, brand new. This is McCall's 8255. I have several copies of this left over from the retreat. I have bought extra just in case, you know, people need to switch out sizes and stuff, which a couple people did have to do. But I have these on my website for $3. For $3. So if you're interested in this, see if your size is out there and go ahead and grab it. But let's go ahead and pack this order. Okay, so our first shout out goes to Tony. Thank you so much, Tony in Atlanta. She has ordered the Mocha Mousse sewing themed notepad, and it's the manufacturer error. So for those who don't know, these are, the coloring on this is supposed to be like this. You see how much lighter this background is? That's how light the background on these are supposed to be. Well, quick story, I had these printed twice by the manufacturer, and both did not print out with the right coloring, so I was issued all these credits. And so I've since, you know, worked with them to get the right one sent. So we're praying that the right one colors come, but that means more of these had to be marked down, half off. And so and they all have magnetic backs, so you can set them on your refrigerator, stick them on your refrigerator. So Tony ordered one of these, and I like to mark these as I'm going through. She ordered a Mocha Mousse sewing themed washi tape. She ordered the Notions one. And so you all saw, let me get this out of the box. You all saw the new washi tapes. See here, the sewing theme washi tapes. So she ordered that. And then Tony ordered the Mocha Mousse sewing theme jumbo acrylic paper clip. She got the tumbler one. So let's go through our stock here. And we have, so she ordered the tumbler one. See that? Can you see that background with the tumbler? So let me go ahead and take the plastic, because these all have plastic protective coverings. So I just need to take that off, and I leave the protective covering on until I put them in the mail, and I take it off before I put it in the mail, so then the customer don't have to deal with that. See, now you see it's all nice and shiny. So it's just taking that protective film off. And then she has the whole Mocha Mousse collection. And then her final item is the sewing theme sticker sheet, and she has the create repeat sticker sheet, and that is, I have all of those in here. is so cute. So cute. Here it is here. So this is the Sew, Create, Repeat sticker sheet. So those are all of the items that Tony had purchased. So let me put those in the box and you'll just see how I package all of this up. Forgive all of the the paper, the rattling and everything in the background there. But at any rate, so what I like to do when I do package these is anytime that I'm sending a sticker sheet or anything that I think, you know how USPS sometimes handle products and whatnot, not very gently, or they throw stuff around and all of this. I tend to, hold on, I just put everything in one of these boxes, especially if I'm sending sticker sheets. Now, I thought about getting the rigid mailers. The rigid mailers are also recyclable. Well, you can purchase recyclable ones. And so I'm thinking about getting those for orders like this that have a sticker sheet, and maybe it just have a couple things like this, but it also has the acrylic clip. I don't know. I just don't trust I don't trust USPS like that. They just throw stuff. How many things, I don't know about you all, but, and you can see me, I'm putting everything in here. Now I'll show you what it looks like once it's all in here. But how many times have you guys gotten things from, I've gotten packages from USPS and I'm like, what in the world, did y'all kick it and said I hope it lands safely? Did they kick it? I don't know, y'all. Sometimes I'm thinking, what are y'all doing with these packages? And so I just try to package it up well enough so I know it's going to safely, even if it gets, you know, banged around a little bit, it'll still safely get with its receiver. And so I'm just putting the washi tape in here, and I'll pan you around and you'll be able to see how I'm putting everything in here. So I might go a little overboard, but I'm all about customer service. That's just me. And I want everything to arrive safely. Now, the other thing that I do is I also have some freebies that I send out. And this is to, you know, all of the orders. There's always some little freebie, little goodie, and I'll show you what that is here momentarily. But yeah, it's all kind of goodies. And so I am going to put that in here. She has the whole Mocha Mousse thing, so I'm gonna put a little fun little sticker in there for Tony. And I just add that inside here, a little baggie, just like this. And I have my little freebie stickers. It just says freebie on the front. I just fold this down. And then that gets plopped in. And then, of course, y'all know I like to get little goodies. So those will go in here as well. So let me pan you around so you can see inside of Tony's box. Okay, so this is Tony's box. Like I just showed you, you have little gummies, couple Jolly Ranchers, the freebie, and all of her items are in here. And then I will just close this up with a sticker. One of our larger stickers, which is, let me just show it to you. This is what I closed in the paper up with, is this thank you for your purchase sticker. And then that's that. All right, and now our final order is from Cheryl. Hey Cheryl, I know who this is. She came to my very first live event. for the 5-year BHM Pattern Designer Sewing Challenge. Hey, Miss Cheryl, thank you, thank you, thank you. So what did Miss Cheryl get? She purchased 2 of the Mocha Mousse. Hers is all Mocha Mousse too. She purchased the Mocha Mousse sewing themed washi tape. She purchased the floral ones. So this is the floral. You can kind of see that. So she purchased the floral. So I have those. She has 2 of those. She purchased the Mocha Mousse sewing theme notepad. Also, I tell you, go ahead and grab these manufacturer error ones. They all come with the magnetic backing. And then she also purchased the Mocha Mousse sewing theme jumbo paper clip. It is, so this is the, that's the dress form. That's the dress form. So I am going to take this off of here. And again, I always just take that little protective piece off of the front. Easy to do. Voila. Wrap her up beautifully so she's protected. And this is a bubble wrap, but it's a recyclable bubble wrap. I really like it. I was happy to have discovered that. You know how usually you use the things come in bubble wrap, and it's that plastic bubble wrap that you can pop. And so these you can't pop, but I mean it looks the same, it operates the same. And so let me grab her items here. So yeah, those are the orders, and then I'm going to share with you also what I am doing. The other sewing item I'm ready to make, and I'm missing, where did I put my little stickers? Okay, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so that found what I was looking for, and now I can finish packing her up. So everything, all 4 items in here. There's some beauties in here. We got to get her freebie as well. And she did a dress form, so we're gonna do that fun sticker as her freebie. And of course we have to drop some goodies in here as well. Of course, I'll pan you around, show you this, and then we'll be done. Here's Miss Cheryl's order all packaged up nicely and ready to go. Okay, that's done. They are all packaged, headed to the post office. Okay, the pattern that I think you might be getting on Sunday. You might be getting this on Sunday. This is the one I just picked up. It is McCall 7975. And if you recall, I like this style. I was looking for a sleeveless and not where the knot is at the bottom, but in the center. And I've told you the Ellie & Mac one that I found, I think it's called Heart and Soul. And then one of you lovely subscribers sent me an email with one from Etsy, that's on Etsy, but it's woven. I'm looking for knit. So I had that Etsy one that's in woven in my cart. I haven't clicked purchase just yet. Hopefully it don't disappear, but so thank you for that. But it's this one, and I was like, okay, it calls for 60-inch wide fabric and roughly 1 3/8 yards. So what I'm thinking is what I might do, and I'm doing that version with the cap sleeve. I'm going to see if I have enough, because I have this, you all know I just made the Tony designer dress in this, and I had quite a bit left over. Same fabric that's in the illustration. So it calls for 1 3/8. So let's see. Let's measure together. How much do I have? Let me get my yardstick. This will determine if y'all gonna see this on Sunday. It say I need 1 3/8. I have my yardstick I just put down, which obviously is a yard. So let's see if this is a strange offcut or is this a good offcut. So it's like this. So let's see how much of the actual fabric I have. 1 3/8. It's only 1 full yard of, looks like usable fabric, and then the rest is, it's like a yard to where it gets wonky, and then I have this. So what I am going to do is go ahead and cut out the pattern, and I'm going to lay out the pattern pieces, because sometimes you might be able to squeeze it out. Might be able to squeeze it out, do a little Tetris. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have, obviously, at least 3/8 less than what it calls for. But what I am going to do is go ahead and cut this out tonight and see what we're working with. And if I need to run to Hobby Lobby, I will. But we're gonna see, because what I might be able to get away with doing is shortening the pattern and see how that looks. I mean, not by a lot, maybe by 1 inch or 2. Maybe that's all it require. And I don't know if this requirement actually is for long sleeve or short sleeve. It doesn't say. It just says all versions, all views. Oh no, view A. I'm sorry, view A is 1 3/8. So that is the short sleeve version that I'm looking for. We're gonna see. I'm just gonna I'm gonna cut it out tonight and lay it out on the fabric and see what I'm working with. We shall see. We shall see. This is probably what you're gonna get on Sunday, but this is how my day in the sewing room goes. And I actually have to run back to another meeting, and I need to go take pictures in in the test garment that I finished. So I need to do that too. So let me see, what are we gonna do? And Myra said, my good friend Myra Lorraine said she made this with good results. So I made a note on that. So that is where we're going to end the video today. I have another work meeting for the 9 to 5, and I need to run and take pictures of this pattern test and actually work on another pattern test, both very good, and both that will go very good together, very nicely together as well. All right, everybody, if you are new here again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, and go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you don't miss the notification. But yeah, we will see you back here on Sunday, and it should be this McCall's top. We shall see. Stay tuned. We'll see you on Sunday. Bye.